Buying direct mailing lists. Direct marketing is the workhorse of small businesses everywhere, so chances are you'll already be sending out some form of direct mail to existing and potential customers. But how much do you really know about the technical side of buying direct mailing lists? A well-qualified mailing list is critical to the success of your direct mail campaign and can easily add to increasing your profits. To make sure your next direct mailing campaign gets maximum results, here are the answers to 4 of the questions most frequently asked about mailing lists. 1. What kind of mailing lists are available? Many companies rent out their own mailing lists. The mailing lists offered generally offer only names and addresses, but sometimes emails as well. However, you can obtain mailing lists with much more detail. For example, whether or not the customers drive a car or not. These lists will be more expensive to rent because more effort has gone into building up the accuracy of the data. Compiled mailing lists are constructed from directories, such as business or telephone directories. These are the least accurate because they may have a large number of inaccuracies, resulting in undeliverable pieces of mail. The only benefit is when renting a compiled mailing list, it is relatively cheap. Associations and other membership groups often rent their mailing lists, which offers an easy way to reach people with a common interest. 2. Where can I find the right mailing lists? You can type the word mailing list into any major search engine such as Google or Yahoo, and you'll find a wide selection of companies offering you mailing lists for rent. If hunting out the right mailing list for your needs sounds like a lot of legwork, you can hire a list broker to do the research and negotiation for you. List brokers are paid commission by the list vendors, though they may also charge you a minimal fee. You can find the names of major list brokers by going online. Also, you can contact the postal service, who can recommend mailing list brokers to contact. 3. How do I evaluate mailing list costs? There's a base cost for list rental, which is expressed in cost per thousand, CPM. That's the cost to rent 1,000 names, though you'll generally have to purchase at least 5,000 names or pay a minimum fee. To test a mailing list, 5,000 names is considered the minimum. But if the list you want to rent only has 1,500 names, you may be able to arrange to rent it to use it multiple times in order to satisfy the minimum requirement quantity. Above and beyond the base cost for list rental, add in charges for any special qualifying criteria you require. These are called selections. Typical selections for business-to-business mailing lists include geography, industry, and a company's size or a company's sales. For consumer lists, additional selections like household income and the number of children in the household will add incrementally to the cost of using the mailing list. Your price will include a set of labels. If your plans include using more than one list to reach the same target audience, you should request the lists in an electronic format. Then you can have your mailing vendor perform a mail merge and purge operation to eliminate duplicate names and addresses, which not only annoy potential customers but also results in a load of wasted money. 4. How are mailing lists sold? Any mailing list you buy will be accompanied by an agreement that may include the list owner's right to check over your creative material and to send your mailing out to the list themselves instead of you doing it. The reason for this is to prevent unauthorized copying of the mailing list. Sometimes you must agree to use the mailing list within a particular time frame, so that the list owner can maintain control over how often people on the list are being solicited. When making your purchase, find out how often the list is cleaned and updated. This will ensure the highest number of deliverables and the least amount of waste. Once you've made your purchase agreement, mailing lists are normally delivered within 10 business days. And here's a tip: if you plan to mail again to the same list within 3 months, buy a duplicate set of labels. It's less expensive than making 2 individual purchases.